The story that I'm going to read to you today is There's No Such Thing as a Dragon. It's one of Ollie's and Chris's favourites. Billy Bixby was rather surprised when he woke up one morning and found a dragon in his room. It was a small dragon, about the size of a kitten. There he is on the end of the bed. Oops, not very good at turning over pages, am I? There he is again. The dragon was about the size of a kitten. It wagged its tail happily when Billy patted it on the head. Billy went downstairs to tell his mother. "There's no such thing as a dragon," said Billy's mother, and she said it like she meant it. Billy went back upstairs to his room and began to dress. The dragon came close to Billy and wagged his tail. But Billy didn't pat it on the head. If there's no such thing as something, it's silly to pat it. Billy washed his face and hands and went downstairs to breakfast. The dragon went along too. It was bigger now, almost the size of a dog. I think this book's falling to pieces. It's been too well loved. Billy sat down on the table. Oh, Billy sat down at the table, but the dragon sat down on the table. There he is. This sort of thing wasn't usually permitted, but wasn't much Billy's mother could do about it. She had already said there was no such thing as something as the dragon, and if there's no such thing, you can't tell it to get down off the table. What have they got for breakfast? Have they got pancakes? Mother made some pancakes for Billy, but the dragon ate them all. Mother made some more, but the dragon ate those too. Mother kept making pancakes until she ran out of batter. Billy got one of them, but he said that was all he really wanted anyway. What's happening to the dragon? Is he getting bigger? Billy went upstairs to brush his teeth. Mother started cleaning and clearing the table. The dragon, who was quite as big as Mother by this time, made himself comfortable on the hall rug and went to sleep. By the time Billy came downstairs, the dragon had grown so much that he filled the whole hall, and Billy had to go around by way of the living room to get to where his mother was. "I didn't know dragons grew so fast," said Billy. "There's no such thing as a dragon," said his mother. Cleaning the house took Mother all morning, what with the dragon in the way and having to climb out of the window to get from room to room. There she is, having to climb in the window. By noon, the dragon filled the house. Its head stuck out the front door, its tail hung out of the back door. There wasn't a room in the house that didn't have some part of the dragon in it. There it is. Can you see? Taking up the whole house with bits poking out. Oh, what's happening now? This looks like the postman. When the dragon awoke from his nap, he was hungry. A bakery truck went by. The dragon couldn't resist the smell of fresh bread. The dragon ran down the street after the bakery truck. taking the house along with him like the shell on a snail. This is quite a long story, isn't it? The mailman was just coming up the path with some mail for the Bixbys when their house rushed past him and headed down the street. He chased the Bixbys' house for a couple of blocks, but he couldn't catch it. There it is. When Mr. Bixby came home for lunch, the first thing he noticed was that the house had gone. Luckily, one of the neighbours was able to tell him which way it went. Mr. Bixby got in his car and went looking for the house. He studied all the houses as he went by. Finally, he came to one that looked familiar. Billy and Mrs. Bixby were waving from an upstairs window. There they are, waving from the window, with the dragon eating all the bread. He's tipped over the bakery truck. What a naughty dragon. Mr. Bixby climbed over the dragon's head, onto the porch roof and through the upstairs window. There he is. How did this happen? Mr. Bixby asked. It was the dragon, says Billy. There's no such thing as a dragon, said Mother, started to say. There is a dragon, Billy insisted, a very big dragon, and Billy patted the dragon on the head. The dragon wagged its tail happily. Then, even faster than it had grown, the dragon started to get smaller. Soon it was kitten-sized again. I don't mind dragons this size, said Mother. Why did it have to get so big? Why, I'm not sure, said Billy, but I think it just wanted to be noticed. I hope you like that story as much as Chris and Ollie do. See you again soon. Bye.